Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine, presented by Navy Federal Credit Union. And I'm now joined by one of the star sophomores of the Navy wrestling program, Danny Wask. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Danny, how did being a three-time prep national champ at Blair really prepare you to get off to a hot start here in Annapolis?
Uh, I guess wrestling at the highest level in high school really helped get me to wrestle at some of the highest levels in college and just keeping my head on straight, moving one foot in front of the other.
You know, for any prospective kids who want to wrestle at the level you're currently at right now, and they want to get off to a hot start in college and also perform well in high school to garner that attention, what can they do? What are some steps that you implemented that they could follow?
Yeah, so success isn't linear for everyone, so you're gonna have some setbacks. It's not gonna be like you're not just gonna be the best the second you start, so you're gonna have some setbacks. So some advice I'd give to the kids that want to be the best is use those setbacks, use them as a learning curve, use them to become the best version of yourself because that's all you can do.
Is there any defeat or moment in your wrestling career that you can call to mind that has really fueled this meteoric rise for you?
Um, well, I don't like to lose in particular. I'm pretty competitive about just about everything. A specific loss off the top of my head, I didn't like losing at nationals last year. I mean, in late in terms, it sucked. I didn't want to, come back empty-handed, and I did. So reflect a little bit, and now I'm back at it. I feel like I'm better than ever.
That said, man, I mean, to be one of 26 true freshmen to make nationals is a pretty tremendous accomplishment. What for you was your favorite memory from your great start last year?
Um, well, I mean, I wrestled a ton of matches. There's a lot of good memories. Honestly, maybe my first match ever. I wrestled the number five kid. Even though I didn't win the match, it went to overtime. I got the first takedown. It was super close. We ended up winning the duel. So just being able to feel the team spirit right away and just having, that brotherhood feeling, it was awesome.
Dan, we have to talk about what you boys did recently, taking down number 21 Lehigh. Talk to me about that comeback. You're down 12-3. Brendan wins by fall to make it 12-9. How did you boys really rally and turn that into a victory?
Yeah, we had a plan going in. Coach Colat had a starting at 184. I guess he wanted me to finish it off. It was we figured some of the matches were gonna roll the way they did. We were happy when we could get the bonus points when we could, and just everybody being able to execute because wrestling, like, it's a pretty individual sport, but once we start rolling as a team, we're pretty hard to stop. So being able to roll, you know, the match was in my hands last match. It's an interesting feeling, a little bit of pressure. That one I was a little nervous for, but it was good. I enjoyed the moment, seized it a little bit. It was good.
Coming up, you guys have Bucknell next. What's the mindset for you boys as you hit the road and you get ready to keep this thing going?
Just execute what we're doing in the room. I feel like what we're doing is working. Not overthinking it, just keeping it super simple and having a good time doing it because it's easy to do good stuff when you're having fun.
Rest of this season, Danny, it's hard to top the act that you started with last year, but what are some individual goals that you have?
Well, I want to be a national champ, but I can only that's in March, so I can only worry about what's ahead of me today because that's all I can control right now. Um, just doing little things leading up, just trying to be on top of the podium in March.
You know, it can be easy. You mentioned things you want to work on. It can be easy to get complacent given the start that you had last year. What are you working on? What are you continuing to fine tune as you improve this season?
It's a lot for me is my belief in my preparation and how I get ready for my matches. Um, just the little things. I watch myself wrestle. I pick up on my like so everybody has their ticks when they wrestle. You find your ticks, you find your opponent's ticks. Everybody has uh everybody has things they do. You just time it up. You wrestle with it and then you figure it out from there.
Yeah, smart answer there too. I'm not trying to give away all your tactics.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I know you're keeping it close to the vest. How about if you weren't wrestling? If Danny Wask was not a wrestler, what would you be doing? What is some of the other passions you have?
Honestly, I really like football. I don't know if I'd be a football player. I only got big my senior year of high school. Bigger, I'm not even the biggest. I don't really know what I'd be doing. Wrestling's taught me a lot. It's given me a lot of life lessons and just appreciative of the sport.
Last thing I have for you, Danny, team wide, what is the goal that you guys have this season? You have a chance to improve to 5-3 against Bucknell. What is the goal in the room as you guys continue working here?
Just get better every day, not go backwards. It's all about, I guess, just one step at a time, over and over and over. Like I said before, if we have setbacks, we figure it out. We use them, we learn from them, we grow from them, and we come better for them or from them. Just having a good time while we're doing it.
Awesome. Danny, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.